Bazılarına göre imparatorluğumuzun sonu geldi. Ancak biz ateş gibiyiz. Yeniden alevlenmemiz için bir kıvılcım yeter.
Bir zamanlar tek atımlı tüfeklerimiz vardı. Şimdi bu seri ateş eden Nordenfell silahlarıyla modern çağa tam anlamıyla ayak uydurduk.
Biz silahlarımızı küçük ölüm elçileriyle dolduruyoruz. İşgalciler şunu unutmasın. Biz ıskalamayız.
Soldiers, today we seize the beating heart of the Ottoman Empire. We seize Gallipoli. At dawn, we storm V Beach at Cape Helles. From there, we take their fort and supply stores at Sed El Bahr. Then we will push forward and take their coastal batteries at Morto Bay. Our final objective in this region is to take the high ground at Karabkala. Stay strong, soldiers, for victory is close at hand.
Now, how's that for an intro? What's going on, guys? I'm on Cape Helles right now playing operations on the CTE, and I'm storming the beach, doing a little World War I D-Day experience right here. So I work my way all the way up and going right through the fog and see no gunfire whatsoever. Wow. How's that, right? But hey, it's operations on Cape Helles. We've been wanting to see this. I know I have. This is the map that I think is going to work the best for operations mode. And it came to the CTE today for us to test out and to see if it would work out well, which I wasn't really concerned if it did or if it didn't. I was just happy that we got to storm the beach with boats because I think that's pretty awesome. I love how they put the fog, though, on there, though, as I get sniped right there. But they put the fog there. I think it's going to help out a lot storming those beaches because from what I've heard, I don't think they can change much when it comes to the amount of memory or stuff that they put on the beach and all the objects. Like, all that stuff takes up memory, and you can't just easily tweak things and change things or add certain things without the game crashing on you. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. But for the most part, we have some fog there, so it looks pretty good. It does help when you have some, good team balancing. I think that's always a good thing when if you can get team. I think if they fix team balancing, you'll be able to see the maps for how they are. I think a lot of times people have really bad games and they think it's the map, and I think I lean more onto if the teams are balanced because, yeah, I played some of it today and had a pretty bad time for the first couple games, but then when the teams kind of shifted up and everything got more balanced, the game just moves and plays so much smoother. So I'm back on a boat here. It's like a whole squad is jumping off of that boat and they're pushing up over here. So not as as epic of a beach storming there with all this machine gun fire raining down on us, but expect when it comes to the retail version of the game, it's going to be awesome in my opinion. So yeah, especially when they get everything all worked out with all the the artistic side of it and everything of that nature. So I'm really hyped for this, and I was definitely happy to see that we got to experience this before it even came out on the retail version of the game there. So here we are again. We're going to be pushing up. This feels so nice, like with all this. It's so much better than the Conquest Assault, and just I feel like, yeah, this is definitely going to be just an awesome map for operations, if not one of the best maps, if not the best map for that game mode. So we're all up over here. I'm still using the medic class as I'm going to try to lay some smoke, give me some cover, and I want to kind of flank from the side because I figured they're going to push down over here. Good thing I've played enough of this map on the CT as of recently, so I have a good understanding of it for the most part. So I'm not running around blind as we had our other new Turning Tides map that came out yesterday that if you haven't seen yet, you can go check that out in the link here. We have one of the Turning Tides maps that will be coming out in January. So be on the lookout for that map in the coming months up here. But this map will be coming out here on December 11th for the Premium Pass owners. So I'm excited for that. Can't wait. So I'm going to flank over here again. I'm going to take out one guy. And I'm not sure if he's going to try to heal his teammate, but he gets distracted or threw a grenade or something. But teammates are able to finish him off. So yeah, definitely cool. Again, I like that fog down there. I think, again, that fog is nice. It does give you enough cover. And just even having all the, even the grass and everything like that. This makes such a big difference, man. When this first came out and we were experiencing this, what was called the white box mode, where there was no texture and everything on there, man, you were just left in the open so much, and yeah, people were having a hard time with it. But the moment they started adding just the little pieces of, you know, brush, and you know, now with the, the foggy type of atmosphere, just kind of, for me at least, I like it. I like the approach off of it. So you're not just getting completely mowed down from snipers way out back, especially in operations mode. Operations can really promote that a lot. You can definitely find yourself held down by snipers in operations mode more than normal than any other mode. I'm trying to watch out for these grenades that are being thrown at me over here. I wasn't sure if there's a guy behind this area. I know they're flanking from the left up top where the hill is at, so I'm trying to watch out for that kind of corner of my eye as well. I'm going to finish that guy off, and I'm trying to stop any more of the push over here to the side because I want to be able to, for us to grab B, and I'm getting shot from behind again. Throwing some of my health pack down, still pushing over here to the side. I'm going to get out of it just in time, get around the turn here, and there's a guy dead right there. I wasn't sure if I was going to run into him, and then this guy comes at the wrong time and to finish him off around the corner. So yeah, definitely, I feel like this map is definitely gonna have a lot of epic moments on it for sure. So be on the lookout for that as this again gets into our rotations here in operations, because yeah, again, this map I feel like is definitely made for operations with all this, how it centralizes everything around these points, especially in the very beginning. When you're playing Conquest Assault, it kind of ruined this map a bit because people were just developing a meta where they were taking their boats and running it off the side of the water all the way to the E, and that's where usually the elite class was located at. So it kind of, at the very beginning of the game, you learned pretty quickly that the beach probably wasn't the area you wanted to focus on because people were just going to push the side with their boats. So that was kind of what was happening there, but operations forces people to play down there, which some people might say, oh, you know, that's terrible because how bad it could be just a, you know, complete spawn kill fest down there. But from the most part, at least from what I experienced right here, that wasn't too bad to say. So yeah, we'll see again. Like I always say, I think team balance is always a really big thing. If they can get team balancing down, I think you can really begin to see these maps and appreciate them for what they wanted to do. Unfortunately, when you get maps that are not balanced with your teams, and it can be just a nightmare, and I think people are a little bit more prone to blame the map when I more blame it would be more team balancing issues. So trying to avoid that. I knew they're gonna spawn all up here. I was trying to avoid those spawns from getting shot from behind, but it was a little bit too late. Another guy spawns there, another guy right to my right, and I run out of ammo, and that's that. Now they did bring out the operations game mode for the second map that we're gonna get to have in this Turning Tides release here, which is Akibaba. So I got to experience that. So get ready for a video on that for tomorrow, which is just pretty awesome. Again, we just had so much, for at least it feels like for me, I just have a lot of this content's been coming out the past couple weeks here from DICE, which is everything from CTE to little missions that they've been bringing out. Kind of really picked up there kind of out of nowhere, because we're already looking here and like, wow, like we have tomorrow, it's like Friday, we got the weekend starting, and Mondays, you know, when it's gonna drop. It's just like, man, good times right now for being on Battlefield right now. That's what it feels like for me. So I'm definitely hyped, definitely excited. I hope it keeps up with that, because after experiencing a little bit of the new maps that are coming out in January, oh man, I'm really excited. I still think they need to do a little bit, and they probably will fix a little with the new C-class airship, which if you haven't seen, you can go check out another video about me going into depth about what that airship's all about. But it's a little bit on the weak side when it comes to taking damage, so we'll see if they maybe bring down some of the AA guns or what they're going to do in that area. But I'm sure they'll do something to it, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of feedback on that. But just for the fact that it was a lot of water battle, it's a really good, it's really nice to have that. But on these maps as well too, even though they're not watered, this is such a good map for operations. And Akibaba is like a Forte Vote type of all, you know, weapons type of map. So like personally for me, if it was going to be a map where it wasn't going to be water, I was hoping it would be something like that type of a Aki, or like a Forte Vote type of close range, close quarter of combat type of map. And that's what that feels like. So try to stop that push down there to the side. Man, all these little trenches areas on this hill up here is pretty interesting. So yeah, definitely understand it plays with, because you can have the height, but you can get down below in these trenches. And even if someone has a high ground, you get yourself in a good position, you can do some damage. Unfortunately, I wasn't using the right gun in that position there. I probably would have been best using more of an assault class type of weapon. But I've been sticking with this weapon as of lately. Just especially if I'm on the CTEs as well too, because sometimes the servers aren't exactly the best. And I feel like I miss more when I'm using my assault weapons than I'm using this medic rifle class. So I'm trying to, again, unfortunately they went around behind us, did the classic operations where you cap one side and the teammate goes caps the other side. And I thought there was enough players that were dead there, and no, there's a guy laid on the ground. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but still foggy on the map for the most part. As you can see, we do have our L-class destroyer there that can lay down fire, and they can push over to the side there where the water is as well. So the L-class destroyer can move around and do some damage. I was seeing that a couple times being used, and I think if you could get a better, if he could have gotten to a little bit better position on the right side, he might have been able to call in the like the artillery strike, or it's called the dreadnought barrage. So you can go into the first person of the L-class destroyer and fire what is your other. You have two main weapons on that. You have the first one is the dreadnought barrage. You go and fire in first person, and it's yeah, it's a kind of just like a, you know, artillery fire around a little circle that will show up on your teammate's screen as a blue circle, but the enemy team as a red circle. And that's where you can kind of lay down some heavy artillery fire if you get kind of jammed in these areas here. And you have another weapon as well, which is the cannon that it fires as well too. But those are mainly used for boats. You can do some damage on the ground and firing enemy players on the ground as well too. But I feel like this could really, man, if you get in the L-class destroyer, you could do some damage if you can get the using that dreadnought barrage, right? Because it's especially operations where people really like to bunch up and try to hold a line. You can really do something with that. So yeah, I'm not sure if he drops any here on this game. I don't remember seeing anything if he dropped that or not, the dreadnought barrage. But he's laying fire on the side over there. That's where all that firepower is coming in, and you can see him with the light. That's pretty cool as well too. So fortunately, my team is able to grab that, and we're able to push now up over here. More pushing up the hill is basically what it all is the whole time. It's pushing up the hill, and I'm telling you what, that's just, it's pretty epic when you really think about it, just what this map kind of does. Again, you can tell I'm pretty hyped about this because, like I said, I was really kind of like really just waiting to get on operations, and finally now it came early. It's like, it feels like Christmas came early here today a little bit for me, so it's definitely excited to do this. They're going to even keep the CTs up for the CTE up for a while. I think it's going to go all the way up to, I forget, they're going to keep it going. So yesterday they had a CTE build only for like 3 hours, and then yeah, they took it down. But for this build, they're going to keep it up, I think, for a while. Go check the Battlefield CTE Reddit page if you guys want to go see that. I'll give you the exact details on that, so you guys know when this is going to go down. If you guys have premium pass, you guys can go check this out yourself. So fortunately, I got picked off there. That wasn't cool. So I'm going to see if I can flank over here behind with my teammate. Probably should have swapped from my assault weapon sometime soon, but I didn't. I still kept it with this because I was feeling a bit more confident as I make myself exposed there. I'm like, I got to get out of there really quick. Get myself out. I'll lay down here, and I'm actually just going to chill here for a little bit. I think I tried to calibrate me. But yeah, I'm going to try to lay low here and pick off some of these guys that are turning around this corner, hoping that maybe my team's going to squad spawn on me, even though I'm not on the capture zone, which is fine because I don't want to be on the capture zone because I figured I'll probably be the only one there. I'm going to get flooded by enemy players. But my teammates are capping B, so I try to put some shots in this guy. Completely miss him. But yeah, my teammates are capping B, so if I can just stay over here by A, hopefully I can get some squad spawns, which I'm getting them now. Now I'm going to push up here a little bit more players are running by, but now I'm on the capture zone. I'm like, uh-oh, now I'm just giving myself away. It's like that guy throws a god grenade right at me, but I'm gonna teammates are to finish him off, and I'm gonna push around, still just avoiding getting shot in the back there, and then gonna get the medic who's helping his other medic class stay alive. So good job of my teammates here to grab B, because I'm all the way over here by A, get some good squad spawns as they throw a flare gun on me, but they're not going to really get much of a push here. After that, we're able to pick off A here really quick, and now we're able to take the sector and move up here again. So comes up a little bit of a downhill when it comes up over here. Kind of, you don't really, operations makes you really play every really part of the map. It really makes you so much more focused on it. When you're playing over here on the Conquest Assault, I mean, G wasn't that big of a deal. This was G right up here where A is at. But what I mean, it was a big deal. You used to find people still playing around there, but yeah, it was probably one of the least areas of playing around. You play more around where we were earlier, where the hill is at. We're just consistently going upwards. Now it dips down a little bit, and you begin to kind of really realize that could be a bit of a kill zone right there. You might feel pretty confident, cap a few sectors, and then you go over, you know, the edge there, go all the way down, and you got some people got the high ground on you again, and they are just, you know, laying down fire on you. So Fortunately, a lot of that didn't happen this game. But again, I'm telling you, when this comes out on the retail version of the game, and this gets played more and more, and people begin to develop, you know, the skills of this map and what they want to do, expect it just to be just really just an epic map. Almost to the point where it's like I don't mind getting mowed down by machine gun fire just because how epic it could be. Almost. I'm not quite there. It's still pretty bad when that happens, but this map, at least for the most part, doesn't feel as terrible as what it could be. So, a lot of me hiding on the ground, trying to pick off players. I was just trying to, because I knew they're going to be spawning up top. I don't want to get shot from behind as we want to push over here to the side. Get another player here, but yeah, I know they're going to want to push up over here to the edge. I want to hold down as much as I can over here. I was doing a lot of swinging out to the side of the maps when I was trying to push from the point A to point B between these flags, but had some players right there that picked me off. That wasn't good because now I'm nervous and I'm going to get a good spawn and see what's going to happen up here. If I have my teammates dying right there, so we're going to be pushed back here a little bit. B doesn't have a bunker right here. Now the sector we were before, it does have the bunker, so you do have to go down in the bunker if you're going to want to get some of the players out from hiding down in there. That was normally where E was at when we were playing Conquest Assault, and that's where the Infiltrator class is always hiding at. But again, on this map, you're not going to see that elite class on here, or at least for the operations mode, that is. But when they come over here to this side of B, it's more open, so there's no players hiding down. But at the end of the day, when they're in the bunker, I mean, you can work your way in real easily. If you're using like a assault class with a dynamite, just chuck it in right at the beginning of the door. You blow up anyone right next to the door, and then you can move up a step further, chuck it down the stairs, which slides down the stairs, kill anyone on the stairs, and then you can throw some smoke, and then go around maybe that last turn where they're usually going to be. A lot of them will probably be hiding there. So if you can make that one, if you can make that last push there, you're a champ. But fortunately, we lost that sector right there, so we have to restart this one up again. That thing threw like a perfect grenade on me right when I made that turn. But yeah, now we're gonna get the dreadnought in. So yeah, again, the behemoth is the dreadnought, and so that's gonna lay some consistent dreadnought barrage fire onto them as we are trying to make our final push here, and hopefully I'm able to finish this one off as see this rolling up. Again, it's nice to see that we finally got at least more of the textures in from what it was when we were first experiencing the white box of the CTE when it came out, like, what was that, like over a month ago now or something like that. So yeah, definitely nice to see that you get a little bit more of what it's going to be like. Still not the retail version of the game, but definitely gives you a better idea than what we were experiencing earlier. So see a flame trooper kit out of nowhere. I don't know where that was at, but yeah, they maybe think maybe the infiltrator class could be maybe somewhere around here, but I didn't see it. So I did see the flame trooper thing pop up though, but that is something that is in the conquest mode itself. You can find it there, but yeah, I hadn't seen it much when I was playing I hadn't seen it all pop up when I was playing in the operations mode here today. So because that would have been pretty intense. I think having the infiltrator elite class is pretty intense because you have only these 2 capture points. You can just keep laying that artillery strike. You keep calling in, and that can be pretty devastating. But for the most part here, right, we were able to come up here and get our second wind in. We actually kind of pretty much stormed this pretty well and didn't have much resistance. Still pushed over here to the side over here by A. They weren't even focused here at all. We were able to get it twice, and I was like, okay, now that we got it this time, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made earlier and got myself killed when I was pushing that side. I'm going to push it really nice here. Again, I was going wide again. For some reason, I felt like I had more room to move around with. Normally in operations, I always feel like I'm getting around where the out of bounds zone is. But on this round, I felt like I had just enough. Like I was able to move around just enough. Didn't feel like I was constricted, and I was able to flank enough, and that was nice because I'm a big person who loves flanking. So that's why operations is kind of difficult sometimes for me because I have to kind of get used to that there's boundaries and things like conquest. You can run around the whole map and get a different angle if you need to. But operations can sometimes restrict that. But for the most part here, I was able to get by. Even when I'm out of bounds here, I'm still able to push them back. That's all I want to do. I want to push them back here because I knew my team was going to make a humongous push over down here by B. And I was just really trying to watch over here the turn right over here. As you see, there's more of them to the left. This guy's actually going to get, I think he's going to get shot a little bit. And he's going to try to run off. I'm going to finish him off. And there's more guys there. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to stop. Don't want them to get it because I know they're like the moment we cap B, they're gonna over there try to cap A again. So I'm gonna finish this guy, and then I'm going to actually turn over here and get some shots fired on me. Yeah, I'm going to start pushing over here to the right and hold them off. But teammates were able to go down there towards B, and they're able to cap B pretty easily. So, yeah, that's basically it for you guys today. Now, hang on here. I have still the rest of the cutscene that I have that ends the operations mode. So stick around if you guys want to go check that out. But I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you guys go. You guys can go check that out for yourself. And I'll see you guys again later. Peace.
A deserved victory, soldiers. We came to show the strength of our empire and have not been found wanting. We shall now advance and take Achibaba.
Though the British did manage to capture and hold V Beach itself, they were soon locked in a stalemate, with both attack and counterattack gaining little ground. After 8 months of torturous trench warfare, General Hamilton launched one final attack in an attempt to take the first day's objectives, the village of Krithia and the high ridge of Achibaba.